Hello everyone, Equipment War here, and welcome to yet another episode of my beginner's guide for Duelist, part 9. So today we are going to continue our adventure to Son, and hopefully we can reach Solaris by the end of this video. Hopefully. And I apologize, it was a couple of days since I uploaded one of this episode, but I had a lot of things to do, so I not get the time to do it. You know, a lot of things to play, a lot of things to do. But now I'm back. So let's see if we can continue. Next area we're gonna go into is actually a pretty long area, if we can find the way up. We should soon actually see that one of the next tier of items start dropping for us. So we're gonna keep a lookout for that. No, that's flask is good. Take a look at the items. See if we can find a way up. There we have some pretty dangerous enemy. And then we have an aura who actually increases the physical damage of his allies. And that can be extremely dangerous. I really wish you could use some of that aura in as a player. That would be an amazing aura. But I think it would be also a little bit too overpowered. Everything that buffs physical damage is a bit chance to actually get a little bit too powerful. Let's get rid of these enemies. I want to find a way up here. It can be a little bit dangerous. Once again, if you go down here, the most thing who do damage to you, most enemy who are damaging you, actually using either lightning or chaos. So good. Chaos resist is actually pretty hard to get, but lightning resist, I'm really recommending it for that discharging enemies. And remember, I think in the last episode says that I soon gonna do some trading to get some item. I'm gonna do that a little bit later. Take that arming axe. You never know if that's good or not. That is actually very good. That's actually really good. I don't need to buy any good weapon now. That is amazing. I'm gonna use that together with this one later. So let's use that. I don't need to level Rev anymore. Fancy attacks I want to level up. I don't need this weapon anymore, so let's throw it away. So now we actually finally have 2 axes. That will probably take care of our weapon needs for now. Now we do pretty good damage. And here we have found a way up. So let's see if we can find a way to the marketplace now. And we still need to find the lost statue. Shouldn't be any problem. Oh man, the damage. See if we can find a way out from this house here. And we did. I don't know if the sound is a little bit off, because I'm using... I actually have my speakers right now. I'm using actually my speakers, so I hope the sound will not be bad or anything. I think something will be recorded maybe on my microphone. So let's take our passive skill points, and we are soon at Resolute Technique. So let's take some life for that. When we have Resolute Technique, we can't miss enemy anymore. We can't crit, but we can't even miss enemies. And if you're wondering, maybe you hear that sound in the background, that car, That is actually because I have my window open, because it's a little bit warm inside right now here. It sounds a little bit off because I'm in Sweden and this is actually autumn right now. And it should be cold, but it isn't. It's actually really warm outside. It's like 14 degrees or something like that. It's crazy warm outside for this time of the year. At least I find 14 degrees pretty warm. I really want some snow. I want to have some winter. I don't know if there are so many more people who want to have winter, but I really want. It's my favorite time of the year. But I'm not gonna talk about my what I want to have for weather, and let's continue the game. Still doing pretty good damage right now. Here we have a unique strongbox, and yes, I gonna remember the thing I say so many times. Oh, look at that! Ice Nova strongbox. That's gonna be well away from that. Ice Nova strongbox is one of the more deadly type of mod you can get on a strongbox. And I have died to that. I think I'm desynced. I can't hit that guy. No, I did. Melee damage on full life. I don't have so much use for that. But this arming axe may be good. But it isn't. Not for this build at least, and I don't think any other build, by the way. This place is pretty massive, and it takes some time to actually find where I need to go here. Maybe we can find the unique enemies for these area, which actually are pretty new, which are a new type of enemies. I think when I'm about level 40, I think, 30, I'm gonna try to get a fire-linked armor actually. Look how big I am. I really like the massive shrine. It looks so epic when you have one of those. Let's see what I can find in here. More enemies, that are always helpful. Yeah, we find the marketplace. We didn't find unique enemies, but they are called the Gemlin Legion, and they are quite dangerous. They're using magic, mostly they're using fire and cold, but also using melee. And be careful of them if you're ever fighting them. They are quite dangerous. That did do hurt a little bit. Chromatic orb, I take that. My best advice to actually move in this area is actually to follow these buildings to find the entrance or the way to the next area. That's my advice. It's the one I'm using the most. And there I didn't check that box, but strongboxes which have the blue color or the magic strongboxes, usually you can just ignore identifying them. Those boots will not be better than what I have. That helmet, hopefully this one is better than my helmet. My helmet is pretty rubbish. That is a lot better than my helmet. Let's take that one there. I bought that helmet just to be able to use things. I have hatred, but I can't use it because I don't have the intelligence for it. to fix that. I really need some intelligence. Something I get a little bit hard on getting my... That is a unique enemy for this place. Marcus the Defender. I'm not gonna fighting him. Or... whatever. I'm fighting him anyway. But as you can see, he do quite a bit of damage. And he's using Lightning Strike. I should really go away from there. You know, pretty high defense as well. Now he's defeated. And I think I really now gonna watch for something who will give me intelligence. Let's go back to town and see if I can get something with intelligence and maybe dexterity as well. I don't think I need this amulet anymore. I need to get some better. I also want to sell some stuff like that one. I don't know why I have that. So now I remember. My plan was to upgrade it. I don't think I will do that anymore. I'm gonna sell it as well. See if you have something to buy. Purchase items. That would actually help with intelligence and the dexterity. But I don't like the spell damage, but I like that even better. So let's take a look at that. See if we have purchase items. We can't buy that. We can buy that. Then we can buy that. Now we're gonna upgrade it and see if it can be any good. Oh yeah, I just remember I can't upgrade it either. But I'm gonna use it anyway. Oh well, I starting to get a little bit hard on the currency. But now we can use hatred. That means a lot more damage. Do it like that, that. And put one there. Now we can use this weapon as well. A little bit slow on this one. But it has a lot more physical. I'm gonna see now. With this new weapon, 529. If I take my old weapon, yeah, a big difference. Life gain on hit. A little bit low on sockets by the moment. So let's continue to the marketplace. Now we can use my auras. I'm going to have some mana problem now, but my damage is almost 800. Oh yeah, that's good. That's really good. You don't actually have to have a Resolute Unique if you're using this build. You can do it as a crit. Go by Rogue Exile. I gotta take that risk. That is Tog, which means dry on Swedish, which are pretty amazing. A name. That is a pretty worthless glove. And that's a pretty much better glove. And I can pretty much use that. The problem is now I'm getting really bad on the side on links. I think I need to do something about that soon, because this is starting getting a little bit out of hand. I really need some link upgrades. Need to keep an eye out for something with links, but I really need some better items as well. Cost Lightning Storm, I'm not scared of that. I'm gonna take a double axe with me. I need to sell some items, I need some stuff. I need every bit of currency I can get. Even a free linked item would be really nice. But we will see. I can just stop for a moment and start farming some stuff and get the thing I need, but I don't wanna do that right now. I should actually get another level. The slow attack speed actually helps a little bit because my mana is not running out that fast. And I still do a ton of damage when I'm hitting the enemies. Get rid of that. I can just go into PoE Trader and actually trade the items I need, but I don't want to do that right now. I really want to save my currency. I'm not really sure if I'm going to have currency for it. I have some item I could use. I could use my Duelist orb and hope I get a good linked item, an item with more sockets in. But I don't really know. So let's take Barbarism. Get some even better defense. Take this Freezing Shrine here. And here we have it. I'll stash here and take the Lost Statue. Upgrade that. You can find the way out, way up now. Let's take a look at the map. Oh, that's a long way to run. But let's do it anyway. So let's see if we can, before I go back to the town to finish the quest, let's see if we can find a way to Battlefront instead. Here's actually a pretty good farming place, the catacombs. But I am not gonna go there right now. No, that is actually an optional area, don't need to go that. Yes, another area you can farm and just have some fun in. That is the wrong way to walk. Let's continue this way then. Have some enemy back there, but just one enemy. It's not worth it. Here we have the way to Battlefront. It is one of these destroyed path to the building. It looks pretty awesome if you ask me. Battlefront, by the way, is pretty awesome place. It's like it's like really cool actually. All these soldiers, blackguards. Well, the most dangerous one is these ones. They're mages. Look at Saber. But I don't need that. Blue enemies, always worth killing. A rustic stash, that may be helpful. See if these are good. That's pretty much better than what I have. A lot better actually. So let's save that to later. So now we're gonna find one of the quest items we need to this area, which are guarded by a really more or less stronger version of these blackguards. You guys should actually use your shield. And there you are. Captain Aurelius, I think it's called. Can be quite dangerous actually, but not extremely. That was not a good weapon. Archmage here will actually cast a lightning form shield on his allies, and that will actually reflect back some of your damage back as you as lightning damage. And the ribbon spool. So let's see if we can find the waypoint. Here we have the waypoint. Actually, I'm gonna wait by going to Solaris Temple because it takes a lot of time and I don't have that time today. But let's see if we can grab the next waypoint in the docks. And maybe even we're going to have time to actually get the quest item in there. And by the way, this is how the ribbon spool looks like, just so everyone know that. You must have this item to be able to continue and unlock the final area in Act 3. Kill some more enemies, give me some experience. And now I reached the docks. The dock is always on this path I just walked. It's always on the same path. You just walk, continue right up, and then you will find it. It's always on this place, on this area. Now I reached docks. Really good actually. Farming place, farm docks. Pretty high level. The only thing you need to watch out for in dangerous enemies is either cold or fire. These Voidbringers here, they actually uses Incinerate against you, which deals the fire damage. Duh, fire damage is Incinerate. The other one is some archers which are here, if I can find any, and they actually fires ice arrow against you. But besides that, this is not a dangerous area at all. If you have good resisting fire and cold, especially fire. Actually, I want to say most fire, because fire is extremely dangerous indeed. I think in the next episode I need to do something to fix my my links, because my links right now it's so incredibly bad. I don't really know what I'm gonna say about it. So we will see. Down there we have actually the unique enemy for this area, the Revenant, and he uses Cyclone, as you could see there. And that do a bit damage. I'm not gonna stand there, I don't wanna die. I want to get rid of some enemies here. We can fight these guys. Sorry for the sound in the background. And there we go. Now we're gonna kill you, Revenant. And there we go. That's actually can be a dangerous enemy, but usually have good fire resist and some resistance against physical, and you should be good to go. See if you can find a waypoint in here. Would be nice before I end this episode. I can't stand it. That didn't do too much damage to me. Rid of this enemy. I don't have any life and hit right now, so I need to be a little bit careful. Just gonna let my life fill up a little bit. Killing you. Now I'm gonna take care of you. And now you're dead. That hurt a bit. Wait a second. That's a colossal life flask. I'm actually gonna take that with me. I always forget that you need to take that Potter Scroll. I need one more level, which are in like 2 minutes. I'm going to have that level. Need to kill a few more enemies. And there we go. Let's take some more life and resistance. Let's use this new flask. I actually don't think we need to find a waypoint, by the way. Actually find the quest item. You need this quest item. And I'm gonna show how it will be used in the next episode. But let's go back and actually finish one more quest. I don't actually need to take the waypoint in that area, because I'm not gonna go back there and farm. I don't think I'm gonna do that. So there's no reason to take it. So I'm gonna sell that one, and that one, and that one, and I'm gonna sell that one. That one I'm gonna keep, because I'm maybe gonna have that for some crafting later. Let's take it there. So when you have all of these statues here, you're gonna talk to Harrigan, and he will give you a book of skill. You just right click on it, and then you get a passive skill point. I'm gonna spend on that strength, just 2 more level, then I have resolute technique. Then I'm gonna take some damage, and I'm gonna go down and take amber dexterity and blade barrier. At least that's my idea. I'm even soon gonna take cleaving and slaughter, but I'm waiting for that to later, because when I'm taking this one, I'm more or less locked to access. And I want to use both swords and axes right now when I'm leveling, so I'm taking that later. But anyway, I hope you guys like this episode, and tell me in the comment if you have any questions. See you guys in the next episode.